Hey, it's John Siskovich, and I'm going to take you for a video walking tour of my mobile chicken coop. So starting from the outside and working in, the birds have a fenced-in pasture area where they'll be inside this specific area for 4 days. They move twice within it. First 2 days here, and then they move down to the next spot for 2 days. I have a ramp leading up to the inside with a small door for the evening. What we do is during the day, we have the big doors open, and during the night, we have the big doors closed and the small door open. On the inside, I have plenty of roost space, and then nesting boxes with perches for the birds to jump up onto, go in and do their business. You can use metal nesting boxes, wooden nesting boxes, as long as they're about 1 foot cubed and you have enough for your birds, about 4 birds per nesting box, you'll be fine. 4 to 6 inches of roost space per bird. I have a poop board here to cover my rainwater barrels. That poop board, I keep a scraper and a shovel. We clean the poop off of it every morning. It's just part of morning chores. And for the floor, this was an existing shed. The extruded metal floor is better, but for what we do is for week 1, we put 2 bales of shavings in. For week 2, we put 1 bale of shavings in, and then week 3, we scooped the whole thing out and put 2 more bales of fresh shavings in. So you always have fresh shavings. We have a gutter outside that you're about to see that feeds our rainwater barrels. These are 3 55-gallon drums that are tied together with a shut-off valve and a little piece of hose so that they're self-equalizing. And then there's a vent on the outside. That'll store 150 gallons. Those rainwater barrels, there's my vent for the overflow, come out to a bulkhead with a little valve, an elbow, comes down. I gotta clean that water out this morning. It's kind of daily in the summer, but it's got a little float valve in there, and when the water spills out, that float valve goes down and fills it back up with water. And like I said, cleaning those waters out is about daily. It's part of morning chores in the summer because that system holds so much water, it fills right back up. Outside, the birds have PVC pipe feeders. So there's plenty of feeder space for all the girls all at once. We're on to full feed now. So we feed them in the morning and we feed them in the afternoon to make sure they always have something to eat. Stresses them out less. The tractor, or the mobile coop, because it's got so much space underneath, doubles as a shade and protection shelter. If you look around the pasture behind me, you'll see I have bushes that I leave in the pasture. We also loop those into the fence and they work for shelter and protection as well. This is a 5-ton, 8-ton wagon running gear that I got off Craigslist. I can pull it with my little ATV, which is right there. In the front, I have a deck with 2 barrels. This one is feed, this one is scratch grain. Those chickens are fighting. The scratch grains, we only feed out a little bit in the morning, just as a, hey girls, here's a little treat. And then the feed, that holds about 250, 300 pounds. And then inside that feed barrel, we have a 5-gallon bucket and a 3-quart scoop that live with it. That's how we do our feed. And in the back, like I said, there's a gutter for Rainwater Collection that goes down into those barrels on the inside. So for the most part, I clean out the whole system once or twice a year, but I never have to fill it up because we get enough rain. I also have these cheap step stools from Home Depot to get up in there and to get up on the deck because it's pretty tall. The birds like it, makes my life easier. If you have any questions about my setup, how I manage my birds out on pasture, you can leave them in the comment section for this video and I will create a new video. And I think we're good on our pasture poultry tour. What do you think, girls? Anybody gonna say until next time? See you out in the field?